Today's video, we're looking at another investment opportunity. So this is a buddy of mine currently living at home. He put an offer on a two-family house in the north end of Bridgeport. And what he's gonna do, he's gonna move into one unit, rent out the other unit. It's 3-bedroom, 1 bath on both sides. He's gonna rent out the side he's not living in to college kids at about $700 a month. So let's take a look at the numbers. He's gonna be buying the house for $435,000. His down payment and closing costs, so his total equity in the deal, is gonna be roughly $27,000. Now, he's coming up with it himself, but you could get a gift for that money. And in some cases, the closing costs can be financed by the seller as well. So you don't have to come up with, in this case, roughly $11,000 in closing costs. So the first year, he's living in one unit and he's gonna rent out the other unit to 3 students at $700 each for $2,100. His total rental income is gonna be about $25,000 for the year. He's gonna be in the red, about $12,000, but he's not making any rental payments and he's building equity. The second year, he's gonna move out of the unit he was originally living in. He's gonna rent out now both units, $700 a kid, 3 kids in each side, total rent of $4,200 a month, total rent for the total year, $51,000. Now, his profit is gonna be about $10,000. On his initial equity, his cash on cash, which you divide the profit by your total equity that he put in upfront, is gonna be roughly 40%. That's a home run deal. If you compound that every year, that number gets very high very quickly. So, a couple things. One, what do you need to get started to be able to buy a deal like this? If you have no debt, a deal like this, you're gonna need $50,000 in annual salary income. Or if you've been working for over a year, you can use, if you're paid hourly, that works as well. Let's say you have $50,000 in student debt. Then your salary is gonna have to be closer probably to about $65,000. If you have other debt, we could talk on a case-by-case scenario. The great thing about this deal, after 6 years, he's gonna have paid down about $38,000 in principal. He's making $10,000 a year as well. Now, let's say after 3 years, rents go up, that's great. What about converting maybe a dining room to another bedroom or finding another way to increase the income? I'm happy to chat with him about that. We're excited that those are going to be great opportunities for him to make more money and be able to buy more properties. After this first house in this first year, he's going to move out. He's going to go buy another house, live in that house for a year, rent out this house, both sides, and then after that second year, he's going to move out and rent out the house he just bought again. So he's going to repeat that process as many times as possible. If you have any questions on finding a deal, how to analyze a deal, how to finance a deal, how to find the students or the renters for the deal, pretty much from soup to nuts, I would be able to help. I'm happy to hop on a quick phone call as well. I think real estate investing is great. It's got me started in a good way, and would be happy to chat with anyone who does have an interest and is curious, especially about student rentals.